Hey everybody, welcome back to Ball Gaming State of the Game, where our aim is to take some of the current games out there and see where they're at in their current state. This is Solus, and today we'll be taking a look at War for the Overworld, version 1.2, or 1.21 as the new minor patch says on this specific release. And you may be saying to yourself, or to me, Solus, can I call you Solus? And I'll say, yeah, that's how I introduce myself, so go ahead. And you'll say, this game's already been released. Why are we taking a look at it? And I'll say that's a great question. We here at Bog Gaming also take a look at any games that are trying to improve themselves or are continuing to grow and change. And War for the Overworld has a great story behind that. The game is what, according to the Kickstarter, they describe it as a dungeon management game that sees you as a villainous godlike entity in charge of running your very own dungeon. It is inspired by the old Dungeon Keeper games, both Dungeon Keeper 1 and Dungeon Keeper 2. If you haven't played those, please do yourself a favor, go to Good Old Games or GOG.com and buy them, play them, love them, and then come back and play this game. War for the Overworld was launched on Kickstarter on November 29, 2012. They had a successful campaign and raised 211,000. Nope, can't do a British accent. Not going to try. They raised 211,000 British pounds of a $150,000 goal. Pound goal, whatever. And so successful, and they managed to keep everyone up to date, did their duty of releasing the alpha and letting people play it, and keeping people updated with newsletters on, I think it was Wednesdays. Every Wednesday they sent out a newsletter. I might be wrong on that, but it was nice to keep in touch with the game. So let's just go ahead and move on. We're here on the main screen. As you can see, they have a campaign, skirmish mode, they have survival mode, sandbox, multiplayer, and then your normal other options. So a good little amount of stuff you can play, but we're just going to jump right into the campaign. All right, so here we have the campaign map where you move through and apparently burn and destroy these different levels on a path all the way to the final map. Pretty standard, but done in a cool way. You're on this cool little table. And I'm about to show you my favorite part of War for the Overworld. Brace yourselves.
You're making great progress, Underlord.
There it is.
You'll be back to your old self in no time. Our next target is the citadel of the intransigent Dotard, Lord O'Theland. He's a dim-witted sort, and he seems to like marching his troops into an early grave. I'd say it's time to learn about traps.
And that brilliant voice is Richard Writing. He did the original mentor voices in the old Dungeon Keeper 1 and Dungeon Keeper 2 games. Absolutely amazing. He does a fantastic job of setting the mood and just adding a dark sense of humor to the game on top of what it already had. All right, let's go in. Nice little menu screen there. Oh, here we are.
Welcome to the breach, Underlord.
Thank you, Richard.
This stronghold was built into this chasm to safekeep one of the Empire's inhibitors. With its trained garrison, it's virtually impervious to attack.
Oh, really? Anyway, so here we are, the top-down view of War for the Overworld. You can see your little blood imps running around. If you click on them, oh, I picked one up. Stop that. Yeah, I'm sorry, Richard. I'm working here. Little worker guys, and your dungeon core and all your gold. So let's go ahead and listen to Richard here before he gets mad at me. So this is your Veins of Evil, and you spend sins that you accumulate to unlock.
Foundry, unlocked.
Yes, exactly.
Build one now, and your minions will be happy to create defenses for your dungeon.
I'm working on it, Richard. Just hold your horses here, man. All right. So you kind of have this godlike hand that you use to direct your minions in a kind of macro-managey sort of way. I can pick them up and drop them, but I can't, say, hey, minion A, I need you to go to slot B, or minion B, I need you to go here and punch this guy in the face. There's other ways to do that through like the possession spells, but on a whole, the game tries to keep direct control a little bit out of your hands. Getting a little bit of slowdown here. All right, so we'll let the little guys go ahead and carve out some space here and capture some territory so we can build some foundry. So, like I said, it's got a good mood to it. Very dark. The glowing, pulsing dungeon core is pretty cool. The spinning, hovering rocks. The minions, little worker guys, give it a nice touch. The GUI looks sufficiently dark and dungeony. They've done a lot of work since I first played this to make the UI a lot nicer. On top of adding new features and more information, everything now has a really nice tooltip. All right, so let's get the basics here. Build a foundry. So as you drag out a certain amount of squares, you can see there's a little thing that pops up that shows you where the anvil's going to be. I did it! Yay! Now what? Oh, I think I need to go find a portal. So portals.
Shrine claim.
Oh, cool. Thanks, Richard.
You've discovered an artifact.
That's cool.
You'll need an archive and cultists in order to research that artifact.
Oh, okay.
You've discovered a gold shrine.
Kind of stealing my thunder here, Richard.
Tagging it will allow your workers to mine unlimited wealth for your dungeon.
Very helpful. Thank you.
If your coffers are full, or if you're afraid of how wealth might change you, you can always untag it with a second click.
You gotta love the dark humor. Alright, so here's a portal. And when you capture a portal, that's basically where all your monsters come from, at least to start with. I think you can get monsters other ways later through prison and converting them, or undead as well through them dying in the prison and resurrecting the skeletons, I think. Cool ways like that. So let's see here.
A Chunda has entered your dungeon.
Look at that guy.
A Chunda has entered your dungeon. Attracted by the foundry, this gassy creature will joyfully launch the fetid content of its stomach to attack. Your other minions would do well to stay a few steps back.
Right on. All right. So he'll go and work. He's attracted by this room, and that's what brings him, that specific creature, to the dungeon. And the other rooms I have will do things like that as well.
Are not being met under Lord.
The archive will bring.
The basic
yes.
rooms they require.
Yeah, thanks. I was just about to say that. Gosh.
Open the veins of evil and unlock the Blade Lotus. Perception Shrine claim.
Okay, Richard. That's enough of you. All right, quickly. The archive will bring cultists, and the barracks will bring more warrior creatures, gnarlings. So cool things like that as you build. Slaughter pens feed your creatures. The layers are where they build their beds. So as you progress through the campaign, I don't want to spoil too much of it. Richard, or the mentor, as you said, will kind of guide you on your path, and you'll learn the steps of the games early on, how to build traps, which you can unlock through the Veins of Evil, down the paths that you've gone. And you'll fight against the goodly heroes of the realm to dominate them. So you may be asking, alright, this sounds like a fun little RTS game. Where's multiplayer? And I'll kind of show you how that works by loading a current game I have in Skirmish. Alright, let's do this. So I'm loading up a Skirmish right now because I don't want to play actually online, because I would probably get destroyed by some of the more prevalent players that go on and play this game. So right now I kind of have a Skirmish game loaded up that I made myself. Kind of set it up to be me versus a somewhat easy computer, because I am terrible and would get destroyed if I tried to fight anything. Uh-oh, what was that? Are we getting attacked? Oh my gosh, I'm getting attacked. Alright, battle. Grab a rally all minions flag.
You can't quite scratch.
And
That's
bring the
what
minions
workers are
here.
for. Tag your core for a bit of relief.
Cast some lightning spells to defend my dungeon. Yeah. Oh, I'm out of mana. Go, guys. Go into battle! Yes! Fight them! Yes! Alright. Well done. Let's move on, shall we? Push forward! And in multiplayer or in skirmish modes, the goal is basically defend your dungeon while pushing into their dungeon through strategically placed rooms and traps, and by getting the better little hidden rooms that have cool stuff. You're going to push into theirs and destroy their dungeon core. So here, my minions are making short work of these lower level guys. And I'm going to have them push all the way to the enemy's base. We're going to go for it here and see if we can cause some havoc. Where's my possession spell? Ah, there it is. So possession is one of the more entertaining spells in the game. I can jump into the body of a minion. Who'd I get? Who'd I get? A cultist. Okay.
Your dungeon is far
So you
smaller
can
than the region
now go into
average.
first person mode, and you have all your little skills and stuff you can cycle through with the number keys. And go ahead and go into battle. Basic attack. Die. Oops, that's not something to fight. My bad. Alright, let's do it, guys. Woo! Oh gosh. They're everywhere. Curse an enemy's unit. Oh, I'm cursing you. Curse you. Ah! I don't know what's happening. I'm gonna die. Oh, I died. Okay, well, they're a little bit stronger than I thought they were. Well.
Your minions are fighting the enemy.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Richard. I didn't realize that. Well, now I think I am basically completely and utterly defenseless. So the computer will make short work of me, I'm sure. And that's kind of a sneak peek at how the game works. Look at these guys in here. They're trapped. Sucks for you. Anyway, so as for a recommendation for this game, even if they had a rocky first launch, the team for War for the Overworld Subterranean Games, oh gosh. Yeah, I know. They have done a great job of just continuing to work on the game and getting it to a great point. It's very stable right now. I have some hiccups, but I have a little bit older of a machine.
Your dungeon is under attack.
If you enjoyed the Dungeon Keeper games or sort of an evil
Your minions are
overlord,
fighting the enemy.
yep, RTS style game, then yes, I do suggest it. It's a fun game. I've had a blast. I think I've got like 5 or 6 levels into the campaign, and I've enjoyed it. It's suitably entertaining.
Assaulting your dungeon core.
Yeah, I know. Let's take care of that. So Solus's recommendation is, yeah, give it a shot. It's fun. It's the guys that did it.
Has entered your dungeon.
Thanks. Put a lot of work into it. So, yeah. Alright, guys. This has been Solus from Bog Gaming. You've been watching War for the Overworld version 1.2. Thanks for listening and watching, and we'll see you guys later.